world can you take an online public speaking class and actually learn about public speaking online? Well, that's a question I get an awful lot. Hi, my name is Leslie Butcher and I'll be your online public speaking instructor this semester. Now, I wanted to give you a little bit of information about myself. I will ask you to do introductory speeches, and it's important to me that I model that for you. So I could write a little blurb about my background, or I could give you my contact information, but the most important thing to me is that you see my face and that you hear my voice and that you understand who it is that you will be emailing and giving assignments to this semester. Now I'm going to give you a little bit about my background, I'm going to give you my goals for this semester, and then I'm going to give you some instruction on what you need to get through this semester successfully. First, my background. My bachelor's degree is in organizational interpersonal communication. My master's degree is in speech communication. I've done public speaking since I was at the age of 11 competitively, and I traveled with a national speaker out of college. So it's important to me that you know I've studied it only because I love it. I am passionate about public speaking. If you talk to anyone who's had my classes, you'll know I'm a little strange that way. Research says that people fear two things most: death and public speaking. And so many of you probably chose to take online public speaking to avoid the anxiety of being in front of a crowd, which is perfectly fine. And that leads me to my next point. Even though I have a lot of education and some experience in public speaking, I want you to know that my goals for you are that you not fear it the way many people do. Whether you're a cosmetologist or an engineer or a nurse, you may even be a fireman. It is still important for you to understand how to communicate yourself to a group of people, and that you understand the benefits of being able to do public speaking. That when you're in a group where you have to present or do a big project for a class, and one person says, I'll write the paper, and one person says, I'll do the research, that you would be the first one to say, I'll present the information, because people remember faces. I know that this is online public speaking, so it's going to feel a little different than a face-to-face class, but my husband works as an electrical engineer for Boeing, and they contract with NASA, and many of their presentations that he's done are to people in California or in Russia or Japan. Our society is becoming virtual by the second, so there may be real opportunities in your jobs to present through webcam that you never thought possible. So again, my goal is that you not fear public speaking, that you learn some of the real basic elements of public speaking, and finally, what you'll need for this semester. Now, first and foremost, you need this textbook. This is the 4th edition, A Pocket Guide to Public Speaking. Now, the 3rd edition will work just fine, but you will need this for your quizzes, you'll need it for your final exam, but you'll also need it just for ideas and for tips and for tricks. This is a great textbook. I posted the link to Amazon on Blackboard. Not expensive. It's not hard to read. It's a great textbook. So again, please get it as soon as possible. And I think it may be one that you keep forever. The other thing that you will need are webcam capabilities. You can do it through your phone. You can do it through an iPad, as I'm doing now, or even a computer. But you'll need a way to communicate and be able to upload a link. The best way to do that is through YouTube. And I know some of you may feel uncomfortable. My YouTube channel is L Butcher 5800. You'll see my videos under that channel. You can post to that channel, and I'll post a link. You'll email your video to my channel, or simply post your link under discussion board, and we'll go on. Other classmates will go on and view it, and I'll view it as well, and that's how I'll grade it. You have 5 speeches. Your intro will be your short one. You'll have 2 big extemporaneous, informative and persuasive. For persuasive, you'll even need PowerPoint. And you'll have to have an audience for those 2 big speeches, and to use note cards. It won't feel informal like this. It will feel like a formal presentation. I will give you the option of coming on campus. So I'll set some time slots. I'll reserve a room. You'll have a projector. You'll be able to present to an audience. Some of you may really want that. It will give you great experience. It'll help you get through that anxiety. I'll be there to cheer you as I grade you. But it's important that if you can't find an audience, if you can't hook up a projector, I've had lots of students that can, but some that really struggle, then find a sitter, take off work. It's only a day or 2 this semester, and really make that happen so that you can do your best in this class. The other 2 speeches are really just manuscript. One is a grab bag speech. You'll get a topic, you'll research quickly, and then I'm looking for some key components that I'll tell you, and you'll type up a little speech, and it will be within 1 hour time total. The other is your special occasion, celebratory speech. It's a wedding toast or a eulogy, and again, you'll submit a manuscript for that. So those are really the big components. You have lots of little assignments on discussion board, and I encourage you to do those assignments. They're with 25% of your overall grade. They are not rocket science. They're not hard, but you just have to do them. As far as exams, you'll have a final exam, but along the way, you'll have 5 little quizzes. You'll have a Let's Get Started quiz that is strictly from your syllabus, and then you'll have 4 quizzes that you'll take that will come, again, from this textbook, the 4th edition, and like I said before, the 3rd edition will work. That is just about all you need for this semester. Again, I've given you a little bit of my background. I've told you really my goals for you and what you need to do well in this class. And finally, my last thought is communicate, communicate, communicate. This is an online class, so you're going to see my face a little bit, but there may be questions or things that you're wondering about. Email me, email me, email me. I'll do my best to get back with you within 24 hours unless it's a holiday or weekend. If you have an emergency come up, the reason I teach online classes is because I have 3 little ones and I get to be a full-time mom to them. And many of you are taking online classes because you have families and you work and life happens. So if something's due on a Friday, I assume you're taking this class because you want flexibility as well. So if something happens, email me and say, hey, I missed the Friday deadline, but I'll get it in Monday or I'll get it in next week. I'm very flexible with those guidelines. I look forward to a great semester, and I hope that this answers your question. So when people ask you, why would I take public speaking, you'll be able to answer.